guys, welcome to yet another episode of Talk to Debbie. You guys have been amazing with the comments and the compliments. Thank you so much for joining thus far. So if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and share with your friends, your family, your folks, everybody around you. Today, guys, I'm not alone. I'm here with my friend. I'm blushing. I'm always so excited around my friends. So my friend is here with me today, and we're going to be talking about some big things. I will suggest that you actually grab the phone because you will laugh, I'm sure. You would also learn. And you might be saying amen in between because I'm just be throwing prayers. So she's a host, she's a whole lot of things. How many things? It's so difficult to describe you. She's a whole lot of things. She's a bunch of multiple talents. She sings. I would not be surprised if I would not say that. I'll say it off camera. She's not. I don't even know what to say, guy. You do so much. Think you also have you acted? I would not be surprised. I do. That's yes. Yes. She's acting. God. Please welcome Treasure. Hi, Talk to Debbie family. I'm so honored to be here. I'm the one who's super excited to be very honored. I mean, Debbie's doing a pretty amazing job. She's someone very dear to my heart, someone I love and treasure so much. I mean, look at her beauty. Isn't she wonderful? This is the disaster of having your friend. People cannot be serious. I know. How are you, my love? I'm very well, thank you. You look good. Thank you. Your skin is glowing. I mean, I think, permit me to say that, I mean, the country's already showing us a lot of shaggy from us. Shaggy? Shaggy, yes. It's a continuous process. So I'm just trying to maintain, my faith. Let me put it that way. I'm kind of just maintain the account. We can maintain the fame. Well, true. You get that. So that's ladies. That's the secret. I mean, just make sure that your little skincare, even if it is whether you're rubbing your face, whatever it is you're rubbing on your face, just your skin. Make sure you keep glowing so that they won't see what you're going through. Don't look like your problem. Anyway, but I knew this was going to But then I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much, Debbie. I'm so happy to have you. So I brought you here to talk about lessons, life lessons generally, but we're going to be focusing on relationships. Okay. So basically, we're talking about men and the shaggy and women. I think men and women because that's the proper fraction. So for people to date, that's how I believe. Like I feel it should be men and women. So I'm not. I mean, I'm sending. I will not say I'm sending love to the folks on the other side. Yeah. But God bless you. Jesus loves you. Repent. Repent, guys. But then, yeah. Treasure, what's your most memorable event with that one guy that might come to your head right now and you're like, this is a good guy. Wow. I'm sorry guys, I don't know. I'm not supposed to be laughing about this. But what would I say now? Oh my god. So you have to okay, let me think. Hi. Most memorable okay. Now I'm smiling. Thank you, bro. You did that. Well. I think so there was one time I was with this person. Yeah. So I think the beautiful fact was that we had been friends for a very long time. We're still friends though. Yeah, we're still friends. And then, so it's been like years. I knew, okay, there was an attraction from his part. I thought he was cool, but he was with someone at the time. So it was just like it was a no-go area for me. I was like, in fact, literally, and he did not like try to, but then it was obvious. I could tell that he was attracted, but like eventually, long and short, is like eventually like had a thing. We didn't have a thing. We had like a proper relationship.
yeah.
It was short. I'll say it's not like I would say it's not like one particular most memorable thing. It was I think for me was the most memorable like of all like all the time was the fact that this person surprisingly in a way he was like you always had answers to everything I needed. And it's beyond financial aspect right now. Yes, it was like 911. Ah, yeah. See, we had to, end it. Well, he had to. He had to. But that's like maybe story that I might or might not talk about. But like I would say that okay. So now, okay, let me now pick out one. Yeah, I think I now remember one time. Okay, so this is the time we were at the mall to see a movie. And then, I'm really big on fragrances, guys. Yes, I saw fragrances. I think she'll tell you more about it later on, You see why I love fragrances? All my friends are. Yes. So I saw fragrances. And so at the time, I was not even like having stock or any of that. So we went to the mall to see a movie, and it was like my birthday, like after my birthday, it was my birthday. And then he was like, oh, I couldn't get you a gift during your birthday. He just asked me what I wanted, and I was like, maybe a fragrance. So we went to a particular fragrance store in the mall. We had seen this particular really nice fragrance, and he told me that that he's not gonna get like that particular day, some other time. And then I went, and then he just said he had a call that he was gonna be right back. So after I got to bed, I was waiting for him. And guess what? He comes back some minutes later with the fragrance. Oh, I mean, it looks like it was little, but I'm someone who is very very hard to surprise. But that thoughtfulness and really catching me like off guard. I think it was one of my most memorable times with someone. Oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah. I think maybe in some of my past relationships, I might have had really memorable. Like right now, that's the only one that maybe because it's still like kind of fresh in my head. Not like the incident is fresh, but like I kind of still like remember just bringing that thing. You were really amazed. I was shocked because I'm not that easy to surprise. And then he pulled it off within seconds. It was just so amazing. Like I literally was feeling intentional, man. Yes, I think it was the fact that he was intentional for me. Yes. So guys, this is what they say about intentional men. I honestly feel like there should be a book and a man should write it where it's talking about how to be intentional as a man. Even though like in the little things. I literally should not have to spell things out. I should not have to tell you to do this. There are men that men who know what to say and how to say it. I have one friend, and I always have to tell him when I'm angry, when he annoys me, I have to tell him, allow me to be angry, because I know that he knows what to say. So once he senses that, I should not have said this or I should not have done this, he just goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I will not be able to. No, let me remind me of this I saw like a couple of days ago. Like, this couple were having arguments, and then the guy was just like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And the lady was like, why is he doing this? I want you to fight. I want to fight. Do you know? She just said it in her mind, like in her thoughts, and she just turned to the guy. This guy just, it was like, what do you want? In fact, come and be. She's like, he now ran away after saying it. Apparently, he was just trying to like, you want us to fight? I get so it. Let me just But that's the thing. That's the thing. When you're intentional as a man, you just know what to say, when to say it, how to say it. Yes, very important. How to because say see, I have a problem with guys that would annoy you, as in push your last buttons. And when you finally say, "Oh, you did this, you did that," and then they go like, "I apologize." There's a difference between I apologize. I am sorry. That's not an apology. Sorry, and I'm sorry. They are very different. That's not an apology. It's you. I feel like when you tell me I apologize, just like I apologize, it's like you're saying to me that okay,
I know you want me to say sorry. So let me just say sorry.
Triggers.
But I always tell people it's the way you say it that matters. It's the way you say it, how you say it. There's a difference between telling someone, oh, I'm so sorry I did this. I feel like I should have, even if you felt like you were right, you can just simply say, oh, I'm so sorry that I hurt you. I feel like I should have been more thoughtful with my words, and I'll try to do better. That's an
That's
apology.
better.
That's how
This
you
this thing you're
apologize.
saying here is reminding me of this same guy, this same friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He recently he has been MIA, literally. But I know the nature of his job. I know how he can get.
Mm-hmm.
And I was constantly checking up, even though I know he will not reply. But I just wanted to be sure he's fine. So I kept checking up, how are you? Then one day I was so pissed. I was like, so this is the last message I'm sending you. If you're not replying, I'm done. And he's just like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to call you. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Then he kept saying, I'm sorry. I know that I've been off. I'm sorry. I know that full message.
Yeah,
Tell me
yeah,
why
yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah,
still be angry as opposed
yeah.
to I apologize. Like, bro,
True, true.
what the apology? What's that?
Do you know one interesting thing here? So the person I was talking about earlier, like I've been in quite a number of relationships.
Girl,
Mm.
you see a
The
lot.
eyes, but then this one person, yeah. If there was one thing
Mhm.
that has and will always stand out for me is truthfully, he is an intentional man.
Hmm.
Yes, he had his flaws, of course. I'm flawed too as well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to how he writes. Maybe some because I'm someone who is detailed. He's a very detailed person too. He literally writes everything out. He communicates how he feels. Do you understand? And the craziest part is when he's talking his own. Even if he's typing, there is no difference. He would state everything. It's so intentional. Like he wants to say something, he's going to say it with so much intentionality. It's just like when you're serving God. You cannot just be serving God like I told you people were going to go there. It's the truth now.
I
It's
told
the
you
truth.
we were going to
You
go
can't be
there.
doing. You have to be. I always tell people you have to be intentional about what you're actually doing. There should be some form of intentionality to
Right.
validate what you're doing. So that's how I feel. So this person was so intentional. And so maybe when he's watching this video, he knows if he wanted. Yeah, it's alright. But then when it comes to, I did it to him. It was very intentional. When he wants to apologize, oh babe, I'm sorry. This. He would give you a full
I'm sorry I did this. I'm
apology.
sorry
It's not just gonna no. Not because a lot of them. I'm sorry. Am I really sorry? It's the truth. A lot of men out there, these folks, they don't know anything. That's the sad truth. They're literally they think they know. They think they know. And to be honest, yeah, I many of them would say that women are difficult. I'm not disputing that fact. So recently, I saw when I say it's a quote now, I don't really know how to put it. But this one was like, how will people relate? There are so many hormonal, we call it imbalances that a woman experiences throughout the month. See from periods, pre-period, during the period. I'm not using that as an excuse for some people with really, nasty,
Bad character.
bad characters.
Yeah.
It's no. And those zodiac, how do you pronounce the word? Is it zodiac signs?
Zodiac signs.
I'm not I'm not a people.
Stefania.
No. I wish you, all the best, babies. Yeah, Virgil, Scorpio, whatever. Kudos. Now, I know, yes, we can, but with all of these things, it's enough it's enough to, how do I put it now? It's enough to show you how crazy it is being a woman.
See, being a woman is just women are. I feel like God God gave us the strength to be a woman, to be women, because being a woman in itself is a whole lot of strength. A woman is naturally wired to multitask.
Do you understand?
Do you know that if a woman is not even multitasking, she feels useless?
Yeah.
She feels like what's that thing now? Research has it that when men sleep, they wake up healthier with more strength. there are higher chances that when a woman sleeps and wakes up, she wakes up more tired than she slept because her brain kept working throughout the night. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I have to do this, I have to do that.
Woman is me. Truthfully, I tell people like I'm closing my eyes, but my head is constant. Sometimes it's impossible because once your brain is shut down, means you're like on the other side. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and we can't ask for that, right? Because there's so
Right?
much I feel like I
But you
still
know,
have to do.
as we're speaking this way, there are people, especially in our age group, that feel like they can't even be bothered by this thing. Just one baby.
Mm.
Shut up, guys. Drop one kid.
It's a good thing. I mean, I think if I, definitely when I become a billionaire, I'm looking straight at you guys so that
Yeah. But
when I
right
become a
now,
billionaire,
girl,
definitely I can
we
put
have to do
my
the
kids. I
work.
don't want my kids to, truthfully, yeah.
That's why we are doing this thing
A
now.
lot of people, I think, permit me to digress a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people, if given the opportunity, would you want your kids to live the exact same life? Like live your life
Mm-hmm.
practically, go through the struggles. Please, I want them to have a stress-free life
A
because I know
stress-free
that
life.
I'm gonna be a fantastic mom.
And you
I'm
know,
gonna be an answered prayer to my husband. So, baby,
mm,
future love, if you're watching this,
if you're watching,
you are
baby,
in for a treat.
my
I got
girl's
you.
gonna take care of you. So that's the thing with working so hard, even as a young person. And I'm going to go there right now. A lot of ladies, I know we're talking about men, but we're going to get there. And how I'm going to bring it in is this way. A lot of men have experienced it. A lot of men cannot deal with the idea that working class, for lack of a better word, working class ladies have, because leave it or not, take it or not, ladies who work so hard, they just have it at the back of their head, and somewhere at the back of their head, they're just like, just be independent, even if they don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So in your subconscious, you're like, so something happened with, hey God, I will, my gist on this. So something happened. Something happened with one of these guys that I've been talking to. If you ever watched this, sorry. So something happened, and I was just randomly telling him about how my day went and how tired and exhausted I was. And he was just like, okay, should we send food from so so so? You see, I like men that can think, and I like men that are very
Mm-hmm.
intentional.
Yes.
I
Big
why
emphasis on men that can think. I'm not babysitting nobody's son. No more. No
start
more.
talking to you
No more.
and telling you at your big
I
age,
like men that take charge.
take the lead,
Just,
take the lead.
just
Why should I tell you? Oh, no, no, no.
like
So what was I supposed to
truthfully,
say?
yeah.
Was I supposed to say yes? Yes, send it.
Truthfully, yeah. Truthfully, yeah. I before you continue your story,
Mm-hmm.
this is me being in my most vulnerable with you guys. I like to just be around my man. My head is not. I'm not thinking. In
Hmm.
fact, if we have to cross the road, be the one to hold my hand. I just want to be there.
To you guys,
When I need to, definitely when I need to. I mean, my mom did a fantastic job. I mean, look at this
this is
awesomeness of
awesome.
you.
Come on.
So if I need to, of course, I would definitely speak. Yes, but there are men that just
Think, they take the lead. You
hey,
don't have to spell things out.
baby, don't worry.
And so,
Sorry, the evil woman in me has to come out somewhere. Baby, don't worry, I got you. Baby, just check your account. I sent you breakfast. You know, those
oh my
men.
God.
I mean,
Do you know this is well, that thing is so cool.
it's sweet.
It's so
I want to wake
cool.
up to messages like that. I really want to wake up.
Hi, you have a package from so so so. Who's it from? It's an anonymous package.
My favorite.
You're brilliant.
You know my food because I'm a kind of person. If I'm with you, you know me. I like to be I'm an open book with my partner. So you know the kind of food I like. If I know a friend, I hope he gets to see that. I think he will.
That is just my.
He's this type of person that he he he's like treasure is a very she's not really a difficult person. She's so specific. I know what I want.
Right.
And if it's not what I want, I don't want it. That is how I am with food. I know what I eat and I eat what I'm open to trying new stuff, yeah, but I only eat things I can, you understand? I don't like to mess my stomach up.
Explore.
I like to explore, but I explore with caution. That's the word. So he's like, if Treasure wants to order food, he said he does not just wake up. You know, he knows what I eat. He will tell you. So apparently, I think he has studied me to the extent that he knows what places, what I will eat, the portion I will eat. He'll be like, when I'm in his maybe like in his office, he wants us to do one, yeah. So when I'm there, like when we have something to do, and he's just like, oh, Treasure, you want something to eat? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay. Okay. She wants. He just gives my order. Doesn't think he did it, and I was like, now this person, now we don't have a romantic relationship. It's just a friend, yeah. And then he was like, Treasure will eat so thing, so here, so this, so that. She'll tell you if she wants water, she'll tell you the type of water she. I was like, okay. It was funny. It was very funny.
Detailed.
But it was so detailed. Okay, I like you have to know these things. So then just you know where I ate from. You want to send me food? Just send it. Because
I'm already exhausted. I'm already exhausted.
Because if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you no, but I'm
definitely going to tell you no. Why would I tell you
that's
yes?
what women do.
Yes. That's kind of what I was saying about.
It's like when you ask your babe what do you want to eat, they'll tell you I don't know. Trust me, you know that so there's this guy, I don't know for some reason. I keep seeing these people on my feed. You know how he gets to know what his wife now wants to eat or his partner. He just says, oh babe, guess what we're eating today? If she just says, oh, chicken and chips, said yes. That's how he knows. Because if you ask her, she will tell you no.
Anything.
You will eventually order for just yourself. And she'll be staring at you like she wants to take out
like, you're so wicked. So to continue my story, I was like, no, don't worry, don't bother, like just don't worry. And then a week, 2 weeks down the line, he went back to that conversation, and he was like, I feel like you're so. I like that you work for yourself, you do this, you do that, but I feel like you're so boxed up, and you don't want a man to do something for you. Right? I did.
You know, baby. If only you know, sir.
See, there's a way.
I think I'll put my account number on all of my social media. So
if you know how
just
hard
do it.
we work for $1, $1. It's a lot. So nobody, no sane girl would decline help.
Yeah.
But it's just do it intentionally, do it with sense. For me to talk freely, if it's my couch, do it with sense. Sir, we should not have to spell it out. Like, oh yeah, babe, I want this, I want that, I want this.
And when she begins to make demands, we now say she's making demands.
Do you get me?
Like I would always say, I'm an advocate for women. Work, go out there, do something, girl. Either you're working under somebody or you're having your own business. Make sure you have something that is bringing you income, because ain't no nigga gonna be giving you free stuff.
A lot of girls are living in fantasies.
Yes.
Oh God, I want to be a baddie. I want to do. I listen to girls like this. Trust me. They go like, oh, I just want to talk to a guy. He just send me. If I talk to this guy, just send me 200K. I walk off though.
Do you understand? And it's a good thing, yeah, Debbie, if he chooses to do it. Now,
without
you say something, I was just right before we started the show, I was on a call with a friend, and she was telling me so many stuff. And one thing that I remember I told her was this: I don't want to be in a space. Yes, I want to be extremely spoiled by my man.
I think my man.
my man.
man.
When I find
Thank you,
you.
Superman.
Yes. I want to be in as much as, but then I have to have something going for myself.
Going, yeah.
I was saying that it's been so long. I can't remember last time I even asked someone to subscribe my phone. It was that. So it's even strange. It's strange.
Girl, see, something happened here.
Word.
With this guy that I was just talking about now,
Yeah.
that is expecting me to spell things out. I am coming from, so I was supposed to actually like go in fully with a certain guy, but a lot of things were just like straining back, and we just had to, you know what, let's just chill for now. Lots of parental interference, and we're just like, you know what, let's just chill. So coming from that situation, he's so, I mean, it's like the guy you just explained now. It gets me. If I'm angry and I'm trying to, hold back, if everybody's not seeing it, he would see and he would know, this girl is pissed. Even though I'm trying to, you can
Yeah.
tell,
Yeah.
she's so pissed. As in, he just gets the core of who I am. And coming from that, figure, the intentionality. This guy, he said something really wrong on one of our conversations one night, and then I was pissed. But typical me, I told him straight up because I don't like to sulk. When I'm angry or I'm upset about something, I don't buy the idea of sulking. You're just boning your face. What's going on? Nothing.
Like that's not my job, baby.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I prefer to be an adult.
Please do it. Talk.
Talk.
Because these niggas ain't gonna get shit. He's just gonna think you're having a bad day. And sometimes they might not even have a clue that you're mad.
Do you get me?
So please talk.
It was, so obviously I told him I'm angry. I don't like the way he said this, and I just went off. I went offline. I'm like, I'm not doing this. The next day, before I even got online, because I had he knew my schedule for the day. So the next day, before I could come online later at night, I got a package of a cake, just a small cake. On top of the cake was, I'm sorry. Tell me why my heart will not just melt. I just looked at the cake. I knew it was from you. There was no point saying it was. I just texted him, you did this, and he was like, are you still angry? I'm like, hi. So me coming from that,
as a sweet man,
me coming from that to,
they've rolled.
Should I send you, guy? Take a backseat. Don't do that. I'm where I was coming from. They were taking good care of me. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So it will not be as if maybe she asked for it. She don't be like that.
See,
like I said, and I will always keep saying, yes, have something going. I'm not asking you to come into my life and then I become your trust fund. Of course not. Of course not. Yes, I am. I don't want to use the word independent. I am independent to a certain extent. At the same time, as my partner, I believe. See, let's just be real. I don't think that there's no way you tell me that you love me without giving. That's the truth. And it doesn't always have to be material things. Why it's material things are necessary because it's a part of life. There are things that we cannot do without.
Yeah.
But there is no way you're gonna tell me that I love you. I am with you. You're my girl. You're my woman. And then there is no giving. Even God gave us his son. So see, according to the Bible, it defines God as the origin of love. So how if the origin of love gave his son,
brother,
his child.
You know, I want to look at my man and go like, see my retirement plan. I want to be able to confidently call you my retirement plan. And trust me, it's not just about the money. I just want to know that I'm with a kind man. I'm with a generous man. Because trust me, some of these guys that are even wealthy, they will not give you
so many. I keep hearing stories every single. I had one that literally blew my mind. They've been married for several years. I think I was told to give her. Is it 5,000 naira? Or how does it? I think he doesn't give her money directly. What he does is he calculates the amount they need for food stuff.
Oh God, no.
If there's an increment, he give her the exact price.
Wow.
He doesn't give her money. Okay, when he wants to give her money, he just gives her like a particular amount of money that he feels she should use for certain things. It's so confined. And this one is wealthy.
That's the thing. And you know, there are people looking at her from the outside. I'll be like,
see her now.
Your life. You better be careful what you
drives
wish for.
her husband's car, so it's a big car. Everyone is like, oh, she's living the best of life.
And
But
they
if you
wouldn't
truly
know.
hear what is happening in several homes, and I know we might have maybe diverted into marriages right now, and yes, I'm
There's no
not
way we're
married,
not gonna go there.
but then I've had so many things. I'm still hearing so many things, and it's just really sad. It's so sad. I keep asking this person, yes, people change, but there is no way you would not have seen the signs. And I keep praying.
Just to put that out, just to put it out, we're friends to quite a number of married people. So when we're talking from
Yes,
close,
from close
relation.
proximity. Yes. So it will just it will make you so sad to hear several things. I'm not saying that. See, it's a different thing if my partner does not have. In fact, there's no way he will not have.
You can't be with me and not have. I carry favor.
Do you
I carry
understand?
the kingmaker's anointing.
Do you understand? So
I'm a favor carrier.
it's a only if you're not doing it for yourself. And me, I will not let you rest. Just so you know. Yes, I'm gonna push you to be the best version of yourself, and not just for me, because I believe that I'm not the type that goes into a relationship with the mindset of I just want to date fun. I'm seeing a prospective father for my kids.
You know how the Bible puts it.
To give them
How the
nothing
Bible
but the
says.
best.
How the Bible says. You are recreating after its time. So, ladies, that's the thing. You need somebody when a guy is after you. Think about it. It's not just what it looks like.
What he looks like. So you want to have baby babies.
Can I give birth to this
person
and be happy?
The thing. Someone your kids will be proud to call
dad. Do you get me?
Because I keep telling our beautiful, ladies out there that you get to pick your husband, but your kids don't get to choose their father. Whoever you call their father, he's their dad. Honestly. So you owe it to them, you owe it to your generation. If you truly want to raise a generation that even when you're gone, they will still represent. If you want to, you have to be very, and it goes on both sides. Even as our amazing men, big shout out to you.
I mean, there are good men out there.
Yes, so big shout out to you guys. Please be very intentional in choosing your spouse. Pick a woman don't just pick a wife. Pick a mother. A mother for your kids.
A mother. See, that word. It's not just somebody that can bear children. A mother.
I mean, we have surrogates now. People
a mother.
Now.
I have to make a mother. See, you get to be. There are mothers and there are murderers. A mother. See, there's something about me when guys come to me and they're very vocal, like I like you, I want something. I have to vocal man.
Yes. Do you know that? I'm sorry before you go. I've gotten to that stage in my life, or I'm going into that stage in my life where if you decide to just be sending me flowers every day, I'll take your flowers. I will smile. I feel good, but I'm not gonna say nada. I would believe that the uncle is nice.
You're just nice. You're just a nice person.
Yes.
Thank you for being
kind. Do you understand? I will believe it's a very
because why are you expecting me to figure it out?
I will, because I've been in places, babes, that I thought there was something there. And then one told me that he saw me because I had this really crazy, I've had various crazy health challenges, but I'm really grateful to God. Shout out to my OG in heaven. Do you understand? I'm literally proof that God is real. God is real. And so at that time, this person was in my life, and it wasn't a relationship. It was a very crazy. I didn't want to be in that situation. It was like I found myself there, to be very honest. And now you will take me on dates. Where are you? Oh, you're in school. Are you almost done? Okay, I'm coming to pick you. And you take me home. Eventually, he found out I was sick. I didn't tell him what was wrong. He pressured me to talk about it. And then he said to push till I said to get treatments. And the whole journey started. And now, mind you, all of this is we're not together. But you will do everything. He can just show up at my doorstep and I'm like, hi, Treasure. I'm outside your house. Look us. Do you understand? I'm like, everyone at the time. I had some roommates. Big shout out to Nene. Big shout out to baby. Amazing, wonderful women that
I
I'm so
mean,
blessed that are part of first, and I know it's for greater things coming. And these women, they were so intentional. Like they were like, oh, this guy is. They were rooting for him. In fact, in their heads, they believed there was. I kept telling them, he's not said anything yet. And then I now decided to take the whole step. I don't know.
my
You know when people say be vocal about your thoughts and all that. I think it's a great thing, but be very careful who you want to tell this thing. You need to be sure that this person is resonating, that you're on the same frequency.
Mentally.
Mentally. Because if not, it's not gonna be nice. I had to sing that part, only to find out now. Long and short was this guy told me again that he saw me as someone who could help, and I was catching things.
Oh,
Ding,
ding dong.
ding. I was like, this is after several things, and for some reason he wanted to always push us
So you were a charity project.
into the sexual part, and I kept saying like no, and he was like, oh, don't worry, whenever you're ready. Now he didn't say whenever you're ready or when we're. He just said whenever you're ready, and I'm like in my head, I'm like
there was no we. That's the thing.
And then he was doing. Trust me, when he got to intentionality, everything intentional he was doing, but then. Intentionality, what we keep talking about, what is the intention? It's very important. What is the true
What's
intention
driving
of this
it?
person? I just looked at him, and when he said I was a charity project, in other words,
my friend,
I was a charity project, I felt horrible, and I heard about that very moment, sweetheart, I'm not going to do this anymore. Spell it out. I think that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. That particular incident. Since then, before then, I'd been in a way, but like it made me like, no, until you tell me, it doesn't just stop at treasure. I like you. I think you're good. I think you're pretty. I think you're my type of woman and all and whatnot. It doesn't stop at that. It's what do you now want from me? Yes, you've told me you like me. Yes, I hear that a lot. Every day. I mean, Debbie tells me she loves me every time. So you've told me you love me. Yes, you told me you love me. You told me you care about me, and you want. Let me know. Okay, you want to be with me as what? What are your? Let me tell me.
And am I in your plans?
Do you understand?
You know when?
Tell me that. Oh, I want to. I want to be with you. I want to date you. Don't put me in let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Age? As you are looking at me like this, my life is so busy.
Even if I was 18, which I'll always be like 16, next year I'm fucking this year I'm fucking again. So even though upon still, let me now use Papia's language. Can I am anywhere among of this scenario?
Come on.
If you don't state it, if you don't tell me, treasure, I want to be with you. This is my plans. These are my plans, rather. I swear, you're a very nice uncle.
And you're on your own.
Do you get?
You're on your own.
Spell it out. I like men that are
vocal. Like,
vocal about
just be so vocal.
Don't think you are dropping signal.
They hire a woman. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? No, I'm not interested. And guess what? If both of you are adults, if both of you are even adults, those kinds of relationships end up being the best of friends. Like they usually end up being very good friends. Like we have an understanding. I recently caught up a guy who was apparently trying to use me to pass time. Me, Debbie. Let me tell you something. I have a very busy life. Literally, I barely have time for myself. So me trying to make out time for somebody and then figuring out this guy is using it to pass time. Girls can tell. You can always tell. Because there's no intentionality, there's nothing.
You can't tell me you are in love with me and you text me once in 2 weeks. You not tell me that I just thought I should not bother you.
You're not calling you once in a
Camera zooming.
I just thought I should not bother you.
I know you have a very yes, I am busy. But see, you've not seen me in love. Oh.
And you know the funny thing, I have a problem with men that they know how hard it was to get your attention because it's very
Yes.
difficult to get my
Thank you,
attention.
thank you, thank you, thank
They
you so
will
much
send
for
their
voicing
they will
that.
send their question. They will send hi. You reply yourself with hello because I won't reply. Then 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then I will not feel like, what do you want from me? I will not reply hello. Then every day they're talking to me like I'm the queen. I'm the king. After a
And the
while, the queen
the
leaves the
day you say
kingdom.
yes, the day see, I keep saying it,
Why
and
do you guys do that
I
though?
always, for a while now, because I'm single to the glory of God
To the glory of God.
and to the shame of the devil, because God makes things beautiful.
And it's time, baby.
So moving on, I've made up my, I've just been in this space where I told myself, you like me, have you? I understand. I know. Whatever energy you know that you can't keep up with, don't start. I'm someone who I like to read. I like to read about stuff. I love to research. I'm very inquisitive, so I want to know about things.
So we're friends.
True.
Hashtag be friend like mine.
True. Plus, how would you live life without knowledge?
Strange.
It's truthfully, because I always say something. I've always been, and I want to always be a woman that can command the room. But when I step in, I have something inside of my head. I'm not saying I'm the most learned. I'm still
Of
learning.
course.
And in fact, I'm very, very teachable. I'm very open to learning new things. Do you understand? But I want to always be in a space whereby if I say something, you can pick one or two things from it. Yes. Village used to come and visit you, so yeah, yeah. But yeah. So now, if if you know you cannot keep up that energy,
Don't just start it.
don't start it. See, okay, so I was gonna say something now. I remember, I was gonna say something. So I know this couple that she said from when they started, from the day she said yes, we've been married for several years now. He always, every single day, he sends her handwritten letters. He drops it in the house. As at when they were not like together, he would send it to her, handwritten letters. I saw another video just this afternoon. This guy, he was doing this thing like he was bending. See, he recorded every video till the day he proposed. So she didn't really understand why they were taking videos. It will make it look like it was fun until the day he knelt. He finally was really bit like it. It might have looked very little, but he started something. Now you cannot restart a relationship. You're always texting me, good morning, you send me prayers or whatever.
Oh, they send me prayers too.
And you now do it for 1 week. And
After
now
a while, the
stop.
queen leaves the kingdom.
See the way I'm looking at you, and you now stop.
Right here.
See, if you, I'm not going to. That's why on my part, I love consistency. To be very honest, I know it's difficult, but it's not. It's always in the little things for me. It's always the little things for me. If you cannot every day, I know couples that before he steps out of the house, and these things did not start when they got married. Don't think when you get married, it changed. The only thing that has changed, my darling, is the fact that responsibility. They have jobs,
Yes.
That's the only thing that
bills.
expenses you now have. You're introducing, amazing kids into the world. You have to pay school fees. So yes, and like I always say, let me quickly keep that in: be mentally, financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually ready before you settle down. Before you think of it, before you even enter a relationship. How much more marrying somebody? Now back to what I was saying. These things they've been doing it beforehand. He always texts her every morning, a kiss on the forehead, a kiss on the lips, to the extent that the kids have even known.
You know, healthy.
One day,
Very healthy.
not like he forgot. He was just going to do. I was like, Daddy, you have not kissed our mommy.
It's so healthy.
It's these things, because if you want to raise
Beautiful
intentional man.
children. Mm.
You want to raise that girl. I've seen so many fathers, and I give it to fathers of some fathers these days that are so invested, even to braiding, learning how to braid their kids, their daughters' hair.
Mm.
And then you see people making comments like they've set the standard for the man that's coming into her life. She knows she
That's
should
the
not receive.
truth.
I tell people, see, your dream man, yes, he exists. Yes, it does.
Mm.
You might don't just settle because of where you are,
Mm-hmm.
the environment. Hey, everybody's getting married, so I'm like, I didn't pick anybody.
So far, now, man.
Baby girl, he's there,
Do you know one thing
and he's
about
not putting all the energy.
one thing about the setting of standards that the fatherhood does.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you my personal story. I call my dad my personal 18.
Hmm.
I thought I was so much
Big
pride.
shout out to our
Shout
daddy.
out to you,
Ah,
daddy. So here's the
Mr. Mike,
thing.
I love you. My forever love.
So here's the thing. My dad might not presently have everything to give, but in my head, I know that if I ever need anything, he would. My father and my brothers are mine. They own me, so
Mm,
there,
my
there's a
baby.
way in my head. There's just a way. It's just there. There are some things I can't take from a man. Let's even remove money. There was a day I was in the house. My brothers are rarely home, but on this particular day, my brother was home and I was cooking. And I was like, I don't know. I just suddenly said, and he was like, look here, well, not your speakers. What happened to you? And I was like, I have a headache. Going for me. And I was like, go and sleep. Leave it. I'll do the rest.
No, there's something there.
Ah, girl, that thing never left my head. And that was not the only time. My other brother, a lot of times, in fact, his own is even crazier because he doesn't want you to stress yourself. And if at all, it seems like it starts looking like maybe he's stressing you. He loves to cook. My oldest brother loves to cook. So if he's
I love
cooking
me
and
a
he's
man who
like,
loves to cook. It's not like I cannot mix things in the kitchen, baby. But
so if he's cooking and he's like, okay, Michelle, let me do this, let me do that, and then I'm already looking like because I get tired very easily. Sorry about that. I'm allergic. So he's like, and I'm already looking like I'm tired. He just goes like, nothing, not sorry now, please now. See, I can't be coming from that
mm-hmm.
to a man that's like, how dare you? A man shouted at me once, and I can't believe I cried because I could not believe it.
Love that
I could,
type. My
in my
parents
house,
love me.
in my
Both
house,
women and men. They
in my
love
house,
me.
males in my house do not ever raise their voices. And I can't remember a day my dad sat down to say, in this house, so we should not raise our voices as women. No, it's just there in them. My brother would, if I'm annoying my brother to his bones,
Mm-hmm.
he would rather, but you make sense. He would just say, it. And then he might just walk out to just chill out. And when he's back, he's like, that thing, don't do that again. This. And I would listen, obviously, because, my mother did a good job raising. So I can't because the day this guy shouted at me, like he told me, shut up. Hey, I was just like, I was shocked, very shocked. And I was just there for a while. I didn't know what to do because that was the very first time. I kid you not, that was the very first time a man would raise his voice, literally. You shut up! I thought my mouth was sharp. I kept quiet though, because I was so shocked and I was shaking. And I remember getting home that night and I wanted to actually call my brother. Like, this guy shouted at me. In my head, I knew that if I should try and tell my brother, God, blood go flow.
Do you understand?
He won't take it. What was that? Shouting at me.
And many people think, yes, these brothers they're not being overprotective.
They're not being
I keep telling
overprotective.
people, especially when I hear the topic I'm about to just talk slightly
I'm so sorry.
about.
Before you chip that in, I just told that story to emphasize what she said about what you teach your daughters set a standard in their subconscious. So now I know this is what I can settle for.
Yeah.
This is what I cannot. I can't take a man
Don't-
shouting.
don't-
My father, though, he never raises. My father would not say. My dad is a very strict person. Everybody that's met my dad, oh my god, they go like, "Are you sure I can talk to your dad?"
Mm-hmm. And then my dad is just
Are you sure? And
my
I'm
dad is
like,
an OG, but there's this people truthfully my dad, people think same for my dad. They think he's a soldier.
like my dad's
And then
voice
sometimes I like
can
to
be
whine
so.
and I say yes.
My dad's voice can be so stern, so firm. And my dad goes, Deborah is the only person that calls my name correctly in the world. Every other person, Deborah. That's why I call Debbie. Call me Debbie, so we are cool. We're not fighting because my dad is the only person that pronounces my name correctly. So if he goes, Deborah, ah, well, one side of me is like, another side is like, what's going on? Because his voice is that firm. But even at that, he has never, you know, talked me down or made me feel less of myself. If I'm doing anything, my dad is always like, go girl. If my mom got promotion before she finally retired, if she got any promotion at work, my dad was our number one cheerleader. Like, I'm proud of you. I saw
Well, you
my I
can't
saw
see all of
I saw
this
my
thing.
dad hug my mom like a lot of times when she got something at work. Like I'm the last one. I was the one that really stayed with them. And I saw everything firsthand. He would go and hug her. If she was coming back from work, we already know that oh she got this at her work today. My dad would hug her as she's entering. I'm coming from all that, and you expect me to settle for what? It's not possible because I know now my dad has shown me this is how a woman. My brothers have shown me this is how to treat a woman, and you expect me. You will shout at me, and I will keep quiet, and I will just be. He's just angry. He lost his temper. Must he find it on you? You lost it. So the way some of these men, you look at animals, they are angry.
To be very honest, I feel like
They're beating.
that's why I
Let's not
always
even go there.
keep telling people that I was going to talk about something it's a very, very sensitive topic. And yeah, it's permit me. So when I see people that engage in rape, first thing I ask them is, it will interest you to know that sometimes they have sisters, not just rape. So does married men, married lecturers, going after these young girls, and then putting them in a tight spot because you know that they need these things. Or these things are like you see an advantage and you take advantage. I'm not talking about the ones that Oju Kokoro. If you do not understand Yoruba, I mean those that have insect of yes, that's a joke. I mean people that are
Convention.
thank you, that's the word. That's what she said.
Oju
Kokoro. I'm not talking about those folks, but I'm talking about people that are they're vulnerable and we take advantage of them. You have sisters. You have daughters. I'm gonna ask you. Do you know karma is it?
Karma is real.
Karma will mess
Very
you
real,
up.
and it will
And you know
mess
they always
you
say
up.
this prayer that when it was saying it, they always say this prayer that may we not suffer from the sin of our parents, especially our daddies. Tread carefully.
Word for the wise.
Tread carefully.
So yeah, we've talked about a lot of things. So
Intentional men and yeah.
I want to ask you one funny question.
Yeah.
What's the funniest pickup line someone has used on you?
Oh God, I'm trying because this guy picked my number from my friend's phone. To today, she doesn't know, by the way. And it was because of the pickup line that made me laugh. And I'm trying so hard to remember how he put it. It's something I had to do with his professors or something. I don't know how he put it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying so hard. Was it? No, funny part with the question, I later figured out this guy had nothing to do with poetry. In fact, it's more on the sciences part. How you now got to say that thing? I'm trying to
maybe online.
how he see. I gave it to him. He delivered. I don't know how. So hard because it made me like respond to his message.
You know you're moved by words. Yeah.
Not so easy. Because let me tell you something. There's something that would look really nice. Okay, so now there's something that would really,
Oh my god.
really look nice on me. Do you know what it is? Your name, my love. Your
Something.
But sincerely, I really can't remember that guy.
Oh my god.
Let me just think. I know he's so far he had given the
Yeah.
best record, but let me see if I know if I can remember anybody.
I remember the funniest for me was when a guy
I can't even wait to hear it.
he looked at me and said to me, he looked at me and said to me, "People find the wife finds a good thing. You're my good thing. God said you're my
Okay, okay. I think I've been victim of God said you're my
God
wife.
said God. I said that thing like
God
45
did
times.
not show me that you're my husband.
My God is not a gossiper. What is that? What
Do
do
you
you
understand?
God is telling you that
He
your
told you
wife.
that.
Did he tell?
He did not tell
Don't
me.
do that.
We're not fighting, Abby. My father
Don't do
loves
that.
me. Oh.
About
He loves me.
4 different times. God told you. So God told us.
All of you that me. Do you know? Okay, so let me make it up. So there was back then in secondary school. Yeah. So your girl have really. There was always I've always been that person that a lot of people want to be with, and then yeah, little bit digression, a little bit. A lot of people think that they come
Hmm.
with you fine girl. I know a lot of girls are on your head. So you will have my time. The moment you said it, I sincerely I've lost your time.
Hmm.
Don't use it. Word out there in case you're coming to my DM.
The line is stale, bro. Use
Don't
something else.
in fact it makes me annoyed. I get Holy Ghost.
I know a lot of guys are on your list right now. Why?
I
Did they not
know.
teach you etiquette?
I know. I'm a woman, a beautiful one, an educated one, a smart one, God's gift. So I know.
Money make it work.
Praise God, praise God, praise God. You know,
Below.
that is there already. So back then in secondary school, yeah, there were a lot of funny parties comes like first week in my new school at the time. A lot of them seniors. In fact, the newly elected
Prefect.
assistant head boy at the time. He had told people that he told me it was a truth and dare. I was walking home one random day in my I don't even think I'd been given the uniform then, I don't know. And he just approaches me and
You were in just as one.
no SS1, my senior
Okay.
secondary school. My junior class was we used to do things like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. And back mind you, I know it's gonna shock most of people, those that know. I was more of a tomboy in my senior secondary school, crazily. I mean, look at all these beauty, but I'm still like, it's still there,
Even though what are even filming? We're still wearing
somewhere
black on
there.
black. Yeah, I will shame you in the eyes of the world.
Well, it's
Still
still
wearing black
somewhere,
on black.
it's
I
still
don't know why I'm
somewhere
passing
there.
friends that they just want to wear men's clothes. What's the issue?
It will interest you to know that I do a complete black competitive confidently, and it comes. I always fit.
I need to work on that your wardrobe. Because what's that?
I'm trying now to introduce colors. So
You
let's not
better.
go too deep into that. I'm trying to
So,
introduce colors.
moving on.
So moving on now. So he approaches me and he's like, "Oh hi, new girl." And I'm like, "Okay, hello." He says, "Oh okay." So there's this street and then my classmate speak, and then I was asked to go and ask you like practically ask somebody else, and I was like, "Okay." And I said, "I just wanted to tell you, it's just a game, nothing serious." I said, "Okay, fine." And then I didn't know at the time my government teacher had seen me. My government teacher then, what was her name? Sorry. Big shout out to her, amazing woman then at the time. Oh god, she's a storyteller. So she was like, she had seen me, I didn't know, but I didn't really take so since he said it was a game, I didn't think too much about it. Now I think he follows me and now this guy approaches me again. My head I'm like, what is he looking for? What do you need? What are you looking for that you lost? That I'm holding?
What is that?
And then he goes, "Oh, do you remember what I told you last week? I'm actually serious, so I actually do like it." And I'm like, "Do you?" And I call him. I want to call him. Let's just call him somebody. Somebody liked me, and he was a very intelligent person. I'm drawn to people that are intelligent. It's just a thing. I really, even if I don't want to like really be with you, but I find I like intelligent people. I don't know. I just love it.
Sexual people.
Be intelligent, be smart. Have something in your head. I like you already. Yes. This camera guy looking at me like
This is a lot.
But sincerely, I like
Oh
intelligent
my
people.
god.
Yes,
This is
because
my friend.
yes, there are times you joke and do all of that, but I really like people that
Can hold
I can
intelligent
put
conversations.
outside there, and then I'm proud. That's my friend. Do you understand? So he's intelligent, so it was all that, and then today, let's just call his name. Anyway, it was not loud, so I believe he didn't. But even if he has, I mean, this was several years ago. I promise, it was several years ago. And then he was like, "Is she serious?" And I'm like, "I don't understand." He says, "Yeah, I'm actually serious." I'm okay, I've heard. I think 3 days. I don't know if it was then. I just said that to him like, "I'm not interested. Like, I don't really know you. I'm not even interested in relationships. To be honest, then I still had this huge, crush on my first love. Ever. He's an amazing person. We are still friends. Like, we've been friends for what, almost 18 years now. And but yes, let's just leave it. Well, we're good. We're very good friends.
We're good.
Yes, we're very good friends. Let me leave it there. I think he's gonna say this, but big shout out to you. You know yourself. You know yourself already.
I feel like we are.
friends.
You know that both of us on this couch, we shot ourselves in the leg a lot of
A lot
times
of
on this
times, but
couch.
it's okay.
Sorry, guys.
That's the only way we can be very true to you guys. You know, it's not
Honestly.
being staged. I promise. It's 100% real, and we're just being very vulnerable so that we can all learn and teach ourselves. And yes. So this person now, let me wrap up my story. So when this guy told me that, like, so now mind you, somewhere at the back of my head, I just knew that okay, this person. Now even my course was in a boarding school. Do you understand? So it was like, okay, it's just there. It's just somewhere in my head that I still like this person. But then at the time, I was not even wanting to do relationship. Not like I didn't have full practice, I didn't know what a relationship was. But I'm like, nah, this dude, no. Do you know what was making me tell this story is because some campus, we had different campuses in school, like groups of ladies, and after I heard. Now, all of these gossips they ever did throughout my stay in that school, like graduated. They never confronted me physically. After they finished, one of them come and tell me, I don't know, I think it's a grace, and I'm really grateful because whatever plans they have, it's always like 10 times ahead. Because one of them would have told me, and my speaker, I would have sensed it. And then this guy, so they now came to me and they said, so smacks you out. What the hell does she think she is? Is she the most beautiful girl in the world? This. What if it's her husband? What? That's what made me come. What if it's not even what to say? Do you even know if it's your husband? And she's doing like that. So, several years later, guess what? He's not my husband. I'm not dramatic. I promise I'm not dramatic. He's not my husband. He will never be.
Oh my god.
Jude does not even know where I am today.
Can you imagine?
And you told me, to think that not for growth. Oh, do you know that time in
You
a
were
way,
thinking
not like I
about
think,
it.
but I did think about that. I was like, what if I had used and they made murder? They use that thing to tie a lot of women down.
God said, "You're my husband." God said, "You're my wife." You see this is.
Oh
I think the last
my
time I
pastor
heard.
said you're my wife.
Okay, I've not heard that one. I think that God said this is like
My
the last time I
daddy
heard was
said
like the
you're my
fifth
wife.
one.
My spiritual father said you're my wife.
What's that? No, I feel like the thing is once they notice that you're inclined with God, you're a Jesus girl, they just feel like okay, they come with that line. I won't reply.
The Bible says that
I'm just going
wisdom
to
is
block you.
profitable to direct.
Very see that's my favorite
Listen,
part
the
in the
same
book of
Bible
Proverbs.
tells us
Honestly.
that be as wise as a serpent, that's gentle
As gentle as a dove. See, that's my mom's way of saying it is this. I don't say, oh, my dear, no, yejo, then you want it to be adaba. My mom will always say, see, he has, see, let's not drag this. Men, apply wisdom. Ladies, apply more wisdom.
But people like to talk about Proverbs 31 woman, which is an amazing thing, brilliant. They forget to talk about there's also Proverbs 31 man inside of that same scripture. Yes. So that man is a wise man.
Very wise.
That woman is a wise woman.
There's something they say. There's something
you have to use. There's a reason they call it. See, common sense is not so common. Truthfully, it is not so common. But there's a reason why God gave you brains in your head. It's for you. That's why he made you a higher animal, so you can think,
Yeah.
and process and act.
Mm.
So don't be fooled by. See, it might not just be on the spiritual. Some people might just wake up and come and tell you that, oh, that they feel like, yes, it's good. Everybody wants beautiful things. Yes, everybody wants a good thing. But listen, sweetheart, be sure that it is what you really want. Don't be swayed by words.
And be sure that
I,
that's
u- I
what
used
God
to
is
be a
telling
words of
you.
affirmation body, but I realized that people can use it so much against you.
Hey, people like you. Hey.
A part of me too, yes, loves the encouragement and yes, the intentionality, yes, fine and good. But be sure what you're listening to, be sure what you're processing, be sure what you're digesting, be very, very certain. Make sure that you're processing it properly. Don't just get swayed because yes, you're a Jesus girl, it does not mean you should not have dreams. Does not mean you should not think. Does not mean you should not know how to dress. Does not mean you should not know how to respect people. Yes. Because I don't really think it was so stated that when you see it as it's religion and it is tradition that taught us that. So it means that aside the Bible, yes, which is like a guideline, which is like,
Manual.
yes, a manual for our lives. Society teaches morals, ethics, and how to behave, how to act. So don't be swayed because yes, you can be a Jesus girly and think. You can be a Jesus girly and be excelling. You can be a Jesus girly and dress and be fashionable. It's just really crazy because some people hide that. Yes, you can be a Jesus girly and be so modest and be stunning. Yes, it's possible. So please, ladies, do better.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, guys, you learned that. Ladies, be a Jesus girl, but add everything you need to have everything that she said. Because I don't even think I need to say a lot of things anymore. Make sure that you go back. If you have to rewind, and go back to all of these things and learn. Because trust me, learning never stops. The day you stop learning, the day you stop living. That's the reality. You might keep living, breathing, but I mean, you're as good as dead. Knowledge is very important. And as a lady, okay, so here's the thing. You guys know that I always do this, and I will have, something for you guys in every episode, like a word for you. So for today, my word for you is this: lady, learn feminine etiquette. There's something called feminine etiquette. I'll give you a few tips. One is keep reading. You can't be a lady that doesn't like to read. I don't. I have a problem with that because your knowledge scope should be wide. Sit in a room, sit in any room comfortably.
Command the room.
Because and be able to hold conversations. My dear, let doctors not sit around you talking about different things from medicine, and you're just giving wow, wow, At some point in their head they're like, okay, he doesn't really have much to offer. That's the truth.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Read,
Read the right
read,
things.
read,
Read the right
expand
things,
expand your scope. I have a lot of PDFs on my phone. I was reading about the lungs at one point in time, and one of my friends saw it and she was like, "What is this one? You just reading rubbish." And I was like, "I don't know. It's so rubbish because right now I know that when I'm sitting with a doctor that specialized in that, it's not going to be a boring conversation.
Definitely.
Do you understand me? In the same light, read across other fields.
Other fields.
Just be open to
even if
learning.
you don't have ground knowledge, if you don't have
Just
what's it called, just have basic knowledge.
Just have basic knowledge of everything. Now that's one. Number two, aside reading, number two is never go out with a guy without money. See, no matter how wealthy,
not just money, money for your food, money for your tea fare.
Yes, no. No matter how wealthy,
if you have a car, money for your fuel.
No matter how wealthy he is, my darlings, no matter how wealthy he is, there's something Pastor Mildred puts it as next money. Just make sure that you hold enough. My younger sister, was sharing a story with me, and it was so funny. And she was telling me about this guy she went out with. And so she went out with this guy, and they had Sia, right? So she couldn't finish hers. It was remaining like two pieces of meat. And the guy went like, you didn't finish it. Don't waste money. You take it
No comment.
forever.
No comment.
You're gonna watch this, my love. Well, I'll keep pushing your buttons with that story because I don't know why you want to discuss something. So, ladies, never go out with a guy without money. And I mean, see, when you know you're not boxed up, you have no business going on a date. That's the reality. Don't feel like, okay, if I use this, I have this. Okay, yeah, the car. Hey, you drop me.
There might be
Baby
exceptions.
girl,
There could be exceptions. Maybe if it is a situation where
my
I'm sending
dear,
a driver to come pick you,
minus
it's
all
good.
that.
But make sure that even at when he's sending a driver to pick you, you
Even
still have
if
your own money in
just
your
just
wallet.
be so secure that come what me, I can't be stranded.
I can't be
When you're at
stranded.
that point, go out, have fun. Because at that particular point, you're very secure and you're fine. You're eating and you are okay because you're not scared about the bill. You're not scared about uncle's wallet will not
And
suddenly go missing.
plus, I feel like another thing is this part of the world actually. This part of the world has majorly, they've placed dates in quotes, first dates or dates in quotes to be always where you go to eat. There are several places. You
Several
can have a
places,
date
yeah.
in a car,
Yeah.
but please do the right thing.
So yeah, that's that about
You
that.
can have
So
that.
third
Let me
thing.
quickly add this little thing because why I mentioned it is the fact that a lot of ladies go to restaurants. Yes, some of them might have the money to pay these things, but it's a first date. You are not hungry. See, even if you are hungry, you're not eating all day. Don't disgrace your generation. Don't do it. Hey, my dear, don't do it. Why would you go on a date? You order the entire part of food.
Yeah.
See, it's okay to eat just one meat pie.
Yeah.
It's fine to have that. It's a first date. Don't give the idea, even if you like food. See, even if after you are still feeling hungry, end the date on your way home. Branch another restaurant or something. Get food and eat.
And it's
I think Pastor Mildred, I've heard her say this. Don't go. Sorry, it was Pastor Mrs. Felix Adejumo. She said this. You're not going. You're not a hungry person now.
yeah.
Or you go to your in-laws' house. You want to eat and clear all the food. We're not asking you to be wasteful, to be honest, but you don't have to
Just
do
apply
these
your
things.
senses.
Just use your sense. Like, it's really annoying. You see these men. That's why you get. See, even if I was a guy, I take you out on a date. You are ordering everything. Even if I have the money, I would have a second thought about that. You are hungry from where you are
I
coming
just
from. You're
coming to
hungry.
get
There.
my money.
Eh?
So yeah,
Don't
guys,
be hungry, yes.
we've learned that. So another etiquette I would want you guys to learn is, ladies, draw your ears. I beg you, in the name of God, if something or somebody is not headed, same place you're headed, saying no will not make you weak. Because I found out that a lot of ladies feel like, I don't know what to do for now. Men and stuff, all these things. Girl, if it's not going to where you're going, you have no business with them. And there's something I say all the time. You should always have non-negotiables. You should have negotiables and you should have non-negotiables. You should have glass cups and you should have rubber cups. Rubber cups are the ones that can drop and they don't really spoil. Glass cups, once they drop, that's it. Your non-negotiable. Personally, for me, my non-negotiable is if you're coming for me, you need to have a very good relationship with God. You need to be able to fear God. The Bible calls you my cover, and calls you my priest. So we can't have a problem in the family. And I'm not sure, and I can't rely on you to hear God about what we should do as a family. Do you get me? So, ladies, if you know that this person is not where you're, he's not where you are mentally, he's not where you are spiritually. You have no business there. Just move. And don't feel bad for saying no. Especially if you're well convinced this is not your own. You see, once a man is not your own, that means it's another person's own. So
Not every
if you
headache is
know
yours.
that, this person is not yours, you sticking to him is you holding on to another woman's husband. Leave him, man. It's not your own.
Let him go.
So that's that. And another etiquette I would want you to learn, girls, is when you go out, whether just by yourself or with anybody, please, ladies, stop putting your bag on the table. beside your plate. It's wrong. It's not ethical. It's wrong. Just when you sit, especially if it's there's a table in front of you, most likely a restaurant. When you sit, your bag should be by your side on the chair, not on the table. Now, if the chair is not big enough, on your side, please don't put hair. Because you will be shocked that these little things here, they matter in some rooms. I have been to places maybe to go and steal a contract or so with certain influential people, and they take note of all of these things. A man approached me and said to me right after the meeting, I went with my boss, and right after the meeting, he said to me, "You have a lot of etiquette." And I went like, "Ah, so what do you mean?" And he was like, "You speak so well." That's one thing, girl. Increase and improve on your vocabulary.
You don't have to be an English student.
Just improve.
We might be interested. So we are on the edge, but then we have a lot of English students that cannot speak English.
Yeah, right. So just
Proper
improve
English
your
stuff.
vocabulary, and you can do that by watching a lot of cartoons and animations. Yeah, take that from me. And by reading a lot. So, and he went like, "You speak so well," and you sat down, and the way you crossed your leg was very detailed, and I was like, "Hmm?" Because in my head I was just doing like this, and I was like, "This he was a billionaire." So for him to have noticed
That you're prim and proper.
ha, that day I went home and I sat myself, I gave myself a full lecture. I thought to myself that day, Debbie, go and learn etiquette. And a lot of times these things have gotten me jobs, even jobs that I have no business doing, just because somebody feels like somebody has said to me before, a great man has said to me before that the way you present yourself, I'm too sure you can't run away with my money. This man, I just cajoled him to invest in my boss's business. So this man, I did not have to say so much to him. It was just the way I presented myself. And he asked me if he could take me out. And I said yes, because I have to seal the deal. So I said yes, and we went out. My darling, know the names of wine. Hey, know the name.
That's why I keep telling people,
No,
don't
read.
Don't be dumb. It will interest you to know that I used to think growing up, I never knew these things was a thing. Growing up, I was interested in everything. I wanted to have an idea. So my head is like a living encyclopedia. I just want to know this. I want to know that. So sometimes I began to ask myself, why is it that there's usually almost nothing you talk about? If I do not have a full like groundnut, I know something
about it.
that thing.
And that's how it should be.
And this thing, to be honest, I've been several times, especially to the hospital. Most of the times, if I accompany my parents to the hospital for checkup and whatnot, yeah, most times I get asked, "Are you a doctor?" Even without even saying so much. But the courage, the composure, what I say, what comes out from my mouth, I hear, "Are you a doctor?"
And yes, that's exactly how it's meant to be. We're kind of running out of time, so. Yeah. I have quite a number of things to share with you guys, but I feel like I'll probably drop them in the comment section later because we spent so much time. But you guys have got it. I'm sure you've learned a lot. So to cap it all, I'm saying to you girls, develop yourself, rebrand and keep rebranding yourself. Your name, your identity is your brand. And do not, please, if you cannot be a member of Talk to Debbie, don't shame me. You cannot be a member of Talk to Debbie and be in the category of I want to be a full housewife.
Don't be
taken care of. Girl, this is 2024. No sane man wants. My wife is at home. How is your wife? She's at home. She's taking care of the kids. Nobody wants that. We want to seal deals together. It needs your brains. Baby girl, this is what is going on right now.
Even if you're at home with the kids, be able to contribute. I want my husband, genuinely, I want my husband to call me. Well, let me call my wife. Let me hear what my wife
will say about it. So, girls, listen to me. These are the things that you need to learn. So, I will drop more in the comment section and you can go through. Make sure you breathe through because I feel like it's going to be a long ride out. So, make sure that you breathe through everything. So, we're coming to the final segment of this.
Okay.
and you get to ask me something and you get to tell me something. So
Okay, good. What do I get to tell you?
I don't know. You tell me
What do I
something. You
get to
ask me
tell
something.
you? I don't know. Okay. So let me start with asking you. So, um, I need look for questions. So, this is the books of knowledge. I don't know any opportunity to tap from her. Okay. Okay, let me ask you something a little bit. It could be anything, yeah?
Yeah.
So, what's your take on, like, say you're friends with someone now,
Mm-hmm.
or you're like a group of friends,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and you have issue with one particular friend, like you have a fallout with one friend,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are not like in talking to them. Okay, like your other friend, let me use like your other friend now.
Mm.
You have a group of three friends, for example. Two of your friends have a fallout.
Mm.
Um, with a particular one, like maybe there's always like a victim
Yeah.
person, like it was a huge, massive fallout now. As the friend, would you keep talking to that other friend?
Mm.
Say, for example, there are two friends and one person caused the whole havoc and everything, and then these two people separated. Now, this thing does not in any way connect to you, but because you're friends with these guys, two of them are falling apart. Would you still be talking to that other person? Or, oh, no, no, no. Let me rephrase the question so that you understand what I'm saying. Now, okay, you're my friend,
Mm-hmm.
you're my friend, and I have a friend. You're not so close to this person. Yes. Now, I am that my friend that I'm close to, we have a fallout. I'm also close to you. Would you still be talking to that my friend?
Okay, so
Do you understand my question
I get
now? Yeah, I think that's the best illustration. So you get
okay. So I'll go with the last illustration you gave. And here's it. You are my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You are the one that's my friend. I
Yes.
don't know that person.
No,
That
you know
person.
this person.
I know, no, no. I'm talking
But
based on
you
I
might
don't
not
have a
have.
close relationship with
Okay.
that person. You are the one I have a close relationship with. But apparently you and this person have a close relationship.
And we had a
So you
fallout.
guys had a fallout.
Did you,
The
what would you do?
the friendship I have, you are the one I have a friendship with at the end of the day. That's the thing. So this other person is just a third party. And because we didn't necessarily fight,
Okay.
I'm not going to cut the person off. It's quite unreasonable to
Okay.
inherit beef, like they say. So I'm not going to cut the person off, but I'm going to set boundaries because now I have to respect your feelings. You
Okay.
are my friend and you don't want this person around. So I have to respect that as much as I'm trying to put it in place that I don't have a problem with this person, but you're my friend, so I have to respect your feelings. So there are boundaries. That person cannot just, I will make sure that the person will not just, I would not just pop up in the person's head anytime you, oh, hi, Debbie, I said I should check up on you. No, that space is not there. So if we see each other outside, hey girl, how are you? We're good. It doesn't move past that.
What if you're all close? What if it's a case where you're close?
So the other person, that means there's no problem. I'm close to this person, I'm close to this person because I'm going to try as hard as possible to reconcile both of them because I hate being in the middle. So I'm going to try as hard as to reconcile both of them. But if it's not working and they are adults, obviously, they decide, you know what, we can't be friends. We can only be cordial because I don't think they will ever get to that point where even cordiality is out of point because that's not mature if you ask me. So
What
there
if
are
it was
cases
like
where
severe really cases, like maybe for example, she took my boyfriend kind of scenarios, maybe because that can be extreme.
that can be extreme, yeah. So if it's as extreme as that, and they both decide, at the end of the day, their decision. They both decide we're not talking, we don't want to see each other, we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that. I don't have a problem with this person. I don't have a problem with this person. So my friendship with both of you would be cool. I would just make sure that I respect both of you, both of your feelings
now.
to not bring a matter to you, not bring your. I will not discuss you with her. I will not discuss her with you. So her business is her business. That's me. Your business, my business. She gets. So that's that about that.
She's a boxer.
I beg you.
All right. So what do I?
Please
And I get to
tell
tell you
me.
something.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've never publicly displayed this. I think she knows where I'm going to, but then I feel like since like the whole world is saying it now, it's been something I think I tell her in our closets, you know. But Debbie is someone I am really proud of. Yes,
Oh, my dear.
Debbie is flawed though. Forget all of this awesomeness. She's very
Ask
flawed.
my friends though.
But-
They know me better.
But Debbie she's a force to reckon with. Debbie is The friend.
Mm.
Debbie is
Please,
one of
please
the cry from
join.
it. Debbie is really an amazing person, and I want to just say thank you so much for letting me come here and share my, 1, 2 cents
Yeah.
with your family, which is my
Yeah.
family too as well, Talk to Debbie family. And I just want to say to Debbie in front of the whole world how much I just tearing up. You're gonna make me cry. How much I love Debbie. I love
Oh my
her.
days.
And she's someone, God's grace, I really want in my corner for a pretty, pretty long time. I want to win. Wait, we're already winning, by the way.
We winning, baby. We winning.
Yeah. So this is me doing public display of affection.
Oh
I
my
promise you, I am very
days.
straight. And I'm straight to the core.
Girl.
I'm the straightest person you can think about. But this is me just
Oh
telling
my
this woman
days.
I appreciate you.
Hmm.
I'm grateful for the gift of you. I'm grateful for always raising your head in the midst of it all. And most importantly, thank you for trusting me.
Hmm.
Yes, trust a huge thing, and thank you. Thank you
Oh my
for
days.
seeing me as someone you can actually bank on.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
this is just saying, I love you very much. I'm so proud to call you mine. Yes, I'm so proud to be associated with you. And this is me saying cheers to a long time friendship. Yes.
Thank
I'm
you,
going to look, guys. I'm sure you're already in love with me because I'm already in love with you guys. So we're going to look for a way that we're going to be here or understand. With
Oh
my
my
girl
God.
winning.
Thank you, Boo
Yeah,
Boo.
that's what I want to say to you.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. This is so cool. Thank you. I'm not going. No. No, no, no.
Yes.
So,
Hey.
thank you so much. So guys, I had my friends here. I have my friend here. Move it, acknowledge it. I have my friend here, and it's been a long ride. We've been here for like I don't know for how long, but it's been amazing. And I knew this was going to be so amazing because trust me, this is why I keep it in that guys befriend like minds. I don't know how to befriend people that are not smart because I don't want somebody to draw me back. Honestly, I don't like it. I have to be talking and explaining. I don't like explaining. Pick up now, be smart, you get so Tasha is one of those friends and I can fall back on her, yeah. So I just love the fact that we hold each other up. So that's it. We're when one is weak, the other pulls the weak one up and we're like, girl, we're doing this. So yeah. So thank you for coming, my love.
Thank you for
And I hope you come
me.
again.
Yes, I will come again.
I'm sure we have a lot of things to discuss.
Yes,
A lot, a whole lot. And we've been discussing a lot of things personally. And I would love that people get to hear some of these things because these are grounded conversations. These are very deep conversations that when people hear, they can learn a lot of things from. So I'll be bringing Treasure again. I know all of you will want to see her again because I'm sure you enjoyed it. So I'm bringing her again, and then we can catch up. So guys, thank you for joining us today.
Can I just tell them one thing?
Yes.
Also, this dude is, oh my God, he's in love with me. I love you too, sir. Thank you so much. So big shout out to our amazing videographer. So this is just one last thing I want to say to you. Out of everything we've said today is, I know someone, a great man. His name is Tunde Onokoya, and he said something that will forever stick, or that's transformed my life in ways that you cannot imagine, and I cannot wait till I just. So,
Go on.
he said that you can do great things from a small place. So even if you do not remember all of the things we've said today, baby girl, our wonderful women out there, and so of course our wonderful men, you can do great things from a small place. I love you guys.
Thank you guys for joining us. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't.
Click that button.
Make sure that you share with your friends. Share with your lovers. Share with your enemies. Let them come and heal on this couch. I'm so hoping, so hoping to everybody come. So don't forget to drop your email address in the comment section if you want to be a part of this show. and if you want to sit on my couch, I would personally reach out to you. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. I love you. Shout out to 360 Studios for doing this with me. Shout out to Sing Some Visuals for doing this with me. Thank you, guys. You guys are so amazing.
I think
Love you, my besties.
yes. Yes.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.